Rahul, 28 years old, software engineer in Pune, has a secret. Every single day after work, he locks the door of his tiny 1 BHK apartment in Hinjawadi, turns off all the lights, and finally feels alive again. But the moment his best friend calls and says, "I'm coming over in 20 minutes, Rahul's heart starts racing. He forces a smile and says, "Hi yaar, come," while his stomach tightens with panic. Here's the strange paradox most people don't know. Rahul is actually warm, caring, and loves his friends deeply. Yet he secretly feels massive relief the second the door closes behind them. If you've ever felt this exact conflict, stay with me for the next 5 minutes. Because today, I'm going to reveal the hidden psychological reasons behind this feeling. The ones almost nobody talks about, but once you understand them, everything suddenly makes sense. After 10 long hours of back-to-back meetings and tight deadlines at his IT company in Pune, Rahul finally reaches home. He kicks off his shoes, collapses onto his old brown sofa, switches off the bright ceiling light, and lets the room go completely silent. For the first time that day, his shoulders drop and he can breathe freely again. This tiny 1 BHK apartment in Hinjawadi isn't just a place to sleep for Rahul. It's his only safe zone in a chaotic city. But whenever someone wants to enter this zone, even his closest friends, something inside him instantly shifts. The peace he just found disappears in seconds, and the familiar tension creeps back in. When a guest arrives, even someone Rahul genuinely likes, the entire atmosphere in his small apartment changes in an instant. The room that felt calm and safe suddenly feels crowded and noisy. Every sound, every movement, every new presence breaks the delicate balance he just restored. Psychologists call this territorial comfort. For people like Rahul, home is not just 4 walls. It is their emotional reset button. It is the only place where they have full control over their surroundings, their energy, and their peace. It's like dropping a single stone into a perfectly still pond. Nothing bad happens on the surface, but the ripples disturb everything underneath. Rahul uses his home exactly like a phone charger for his social battery. Outside in the office, he has to stay fully on, smiling in meetings, replying to messages, and being energetic for his team. But the moment he steps inside his apartment, he finally allows himself to switch off completely. When a guest comes over, that mask has to go back on immediately. The emotional effort drains him quietly in the background, just like a phone battery silently dropping from 87% to 42% while you're still using it. A recent mental health survey across Indian cities found that more than 60% of young professionals under 35 struggle with burnout. And lack of personal recovery space is one of the biggest hidden triggers. Here's something Rahul has never told anyone, and most people like him never admit out loud. The moment his friend leaves and the door finally clicks shut, Rahul feels a huge wave of relief wash over him. He sinks back into the sofa, closes his eyes, and breathes deeply for the first time in hours. He is not rude. He is not antisocial. In fact, Rahul is one of the warmest and most caring people you will ever meet. Yet silence feels like oxygen to him. Psychologists say people like Rahul have very strong emotional boundaries. They don't push others away. They simply protect the one space that helps them stay mentally whole. For Rahul, home is not a stage for performance. It is who he truly is when no one is watching. This strong need for personal space often comes from childhood. Take Priya, 26 years old, from a crowded joint family flat in East Delhi. Growing up, relatives would drop by unannounced almost every evening. The house was never quiet, full of noise, comparisons, and constant questions like, "Beta, when will you get married?" Or, "Why aren't your marks as good as your cousins?" Even now, as an adult living alone in Gurgaon, the sound of the doorbell still triggers the same old tension in her chest. It's not that Priya dislikes people. Her brain simply learned long ago that visitors mean stress and loss of control. But here is the most important truth Rahul, Priya, and thousands of young Indians need to hear today. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you for wanting to protect your personal space. You can love your friends and family deeply and still crave solitude. You can be warm, caring, and kind, and still need to guard your peace fiercely. Your home is not selfish. It is your sanctuary. For many of us, true comfort is simple. A quiet room, your favorite chair, a hot cup of masala chai, and the gentle sound of your own thoughts flowing freely without interruption. Understanding this doesn't make you broken. It makes you human. So tell me honestly in the comments. Do you relate more to Rahul or to Priya? Share your real experience, even if it's just one sentence. If this video helped you feel seen and understood, please hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more simple psychology explained for real Indian life. Thank you for watching. Take care of your peace. See you in the next video.